Here we go. In 3, 2.
Yes, welcome back to This Week in Sports, which recently has turned back to This Month in Sports. Here with Joel Bruneau, my cuz, and we're going to be talking a bunch. There's been a lot going on personally and professionally, and the Oilers made some moves today. The Oilers had a huge win last night. Trade deadline's coming up. Some news in the bigs. Some news all over the world of sports. But before we get to anything, I just want to talk about the fur that's all over my socks. I don't know if you can pick it up on the camera. It's all over everything. My dog, our dog, is Will Smith's wife's dog. What's her name? Jada Pinkett Smith or something. Dog has alopecia. She's shedding like crazy. So if there's fur flying around in front of the camera, that's why. Yes. But I mean, it's been a while since we've done this together, cuz a lot has been happening. I just want to. A lot of it's been happening in the announcing world for myself, and yeah. Well, big ups to the Regals, Spruce Grove Regals. Their season ended since I last recorded an episode, and I can't thank them enough for allowing me to announce their games. Hey, don't mess up the set. And now I'm doing the Junior Oilers, the Edmonton Junior Oilers. They're in the playoffs, and I'm having an amazing time. I got a game to do tonight. It's the Junior Oilers blue against the Junior Oilers orange. They have two different teams in the same league, and a girls team that's already onto the provincials. So shout out to the Junior Oilers white. These first two series for the guys are best of three. So the Junior Oilers orange, they swept the first series 2-0 against the Fort Saskatchewan Rangers. I had the privilege of calling game one, and it was like the best call of my life. And then because the team blue, they finished second in the division. They had a bye in the first round, so they didn't have to. They've had like a week and a half off. So I got a game to do tonight, and then another I'm making a lot of moves in this sports broadcasting thing. I'm going to be doing some Riverhawks games and whatnot, and getting back in the diamond. Yes, and where's that bad hat here?
Spill the tea, huh?
Well, I don't want to spill too much because it's still a little bit ways away. But if you've a long-time listener or people that know me know that I facilitated two of my organizations that I worked with and two sports that I've been a part of, Indian Relay and baseball, last year at the home opener. And yeah, there might be something similar this year. I'll leave it at that. But yes, I'm back in contact with the Riverhawks, and there's some good news going on there. So I'm just really privileged and really thankful and grateful that these organizations have been allowing me to call their games and being part of their teams. And it keeps going on. It keeps getting bigger. It keeps getting better. And I couldn't do it with the help of everyone around me, Caleb, you, Naomi, all the support that I get. Appreciate it. You keep messing up the set, man. Jeez. Well, we'll talk some Jays in a bit here. They're in spring training, but big news, Oilers. Obviously, they added a couple players today. Big moves. No. Well, I mean, big moves for sure. We got Adam Henrique and Sam Carrick from the Ducks, and we didn't have to pay a bunch for him because, for Henrique, and Henrique's had 48 points this year. And he's actually, I was looking at his stats today, and Henrique, he's been a good player on a shitty team this year. He's had 48 points this year. And, yeah, well, both these players that we acquired can play center. They're forward, so they play center or they play the wing. So that's huge. Yes. Dude, we got 7 centers now. Like 7 players on a forward group that can play centers. Yes, exactly. That's what I was going to say. And when it comes to the playoffs, the faceoffs become so crucial. So even if one of yes, exactly. So even if one of our players gets kicked out, we have at least 2 centers on every line, right? And so maybe, yeah. Yes, exactly. Henrique, he almost has 900 games in the league. He's got over 500 points. He scored 30 in this league back with New Jersey in 15-16. He's only got a handful, but he's a veteran. He's almost a perennial 20-goal scorer. He has 18 this year, and like I said, on a really bad Anaheim Ducks organization. So I mean, the addition that Henrique is that we got in Henrique is huge for us. So I don't know. I was watching Holland's interview, and there's a lot of talk like we still might add a seventh defenseman because we moved Gagne down to the minors, so that freed up, and he cleared waivers today, so that frees up a lot of space to add another defenseman if we wanted, like a seventh D, some depth, right? But our forwards, we're short up on the forwards. We're good up front. We got major depth up front, dude. Like we could even offload. We could even offload like a forward if we wanted to get a defenseman. You know what I mean? And a decent defense. But we'll see what's out there and what we can do. But these moves that we made today, I think, are huge. Yeah. Well, we're just adding, and that's the thing about the moves we made today. We don't have to lose any players. No. What would be a weird adjustment is if we gave away some players that are in the group, and the cohesiveness is already there. And if we gave away players for these players, yeah, but we didn't have to give up anything. We just gave a couple draft picks, and we didn't have to. Yeah, but now that we added these depth players, we can maybe lose a depth player if we needed to, if the deal was right. What do you mean? Yeah, well, sending them down, we don't have to pay them the entire amount, or the entire amount doesn't go against our cap. I don't see us moving Campbell. People say we're going to move Campbell. I don't think we're going to do it until the off season. No one's going to take him. But yeah, the Oilers, big game last night against the Bees, come from behind win. New probably, I don't know. It seems like a lot. That's I think 10 games where we've gone into the third period down and came from behind in the third period. And I mean, we don't win that game last night if it wasn't for Nuge back checking and stopping that empty net goal from going in. And he just got enough of a piece for the puck to hit the side of the net. And then we come back the other way, score with 1:20 left. I think he's hugely underrated. Yeah, Nuge is the shit. Yeah. Nuge is one of our best players, most consistent players. But yeah, with that win last night, that's 5 W's in a row, and that's actually 2 games in a row that we played Boston. The 2 games that we played them this year, entertaining as hell. I don't know if you've seen that 6-5 game last week, but we weren't able to win that. But we were down by 3 goals. We tied it up. They scored in the third period. We tied it up again, and then we go to overtime. There was a breakaway. Stu made the save, and unfortunately, we weren't able to win that game. But that was the most entertaining game of the season. The first time we played Boston here in Edmonton, and then of course last night's game, it was entertaining as hell. It was a closer game. It doesn't matter what style these teams want to play now. I've noticed we can play a low scoring defensive style game, or we can fucking outshoot you. We can outscore you, and that's been the case for a long time. We can score. Well, it depends the game that we play, or that the other team wants to play. We adjust to the team that we're playing and the style that they want to play, because we have the ability to play whatever style, which is fucking crazy. Partly, I think it's partly knob, but also the experience that we've been obtaining the last like 5 or so years, and this year it's really proven that we can play whatever style you want. Well, I'm not in the locker room. I can't really speak on that.
No, but
Well, he hasn't. He's only been around for a little bit, so I don't know how much I take on that. But good teams are tight. Yeah, but well, he hasn't. Now he is, but he hasn't been around to see what it was before. Is my point. But good teams are always tight, and you win as a team, you lose as a team. So it always got to be. So we're doing that, and the addition of these two players, hopefully they fit. Fit somewhere. There's always a learning curve, but I think there's some good additions to our team. There's a lot of shit going on in the trade deadline too. I mean, like we got better, but of course Vegas got better. Dene, you better be quiet. My dog's whining for no reason. She wants to be part of this, but if she gets on camera, we'll be covered in fur. We'll be covered, honestly. Yeah, exactly. Fog of fur. So we get better today. Vegas has been getting better. They've been making additions. Oh, they've done a bunch. They made a lot of additions, more than us, and I've been hearing talks that they're not even done yet. Of course, everyone's talking. Everyone's hollering at me when I'm trying to record a podcast here. They just got Hannafin from Calgary, and a contract extension for him. Yeah. They added a couple other pieces. Who else they got? They got Anthony Mantha from the Capitals. Yeah, and the Avs. So of course, like the other elite teams in the West added players too, and it's like, holy, they ain't going anywhere. We have to go past these motherfuckers again. Yeah, we'll have to. Yeah, the Colorado Avalanche. They added Byram from the Sabres. They added Ryan Johansson. Oh no, they traded Johansson in exchange for Sean Walker and a 5th rounder. No, but yeah, well, the good teams are. So it's not. Yeah, like you said, it's not going to be fucking easy. The Canucks. The big news for the Canucks. They extended Pettersson for an 8-year deal, the biggest contract in the Canucks history. Yeah, it's crazy. Thanks for chipping in, bro. But the point is, like, so we get better, but so do the other contenders as well. Avalanche get Middlestad from the Sabre. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh, dude, pimping ain't easy. It never is. But there's a lot of other moves, obviously. But the point is, our division is getting better, as are we. And yeah, I know, right? Second place for the first time this year, and we went from 31st earlier in the year. Yes, exceptional. How we turned it around. Yes, and so we're in good shape right now, but we'll see when it comes to the playoffs. I don't think the Canucks are going to do much, to be honest with you. You're using the wrong teams to Tampa's never done that. Boston's never done that. Boston's always fuck. Yeah. Boston did. Yeah, but that's like the first time. I would have maybe used. I would have used like the Leafs or something. No, we've been good. We've won. What? Forever. For the first time in fucking forever. Yeah, I know. In their history, in one season, yeah. Fucking, yeah, it's ridiculous. That's why their fans are just delusional. But I've talked about that enough. But another team in Toronto, which I do like actually, is the Jays. Yes. Put your arm on it or something. Yeah. The Jays in spring training, still early in spring training. They had, obviously added Turner, added a couple of little pieces here, and Turner is like a huge addition because he's a veteran. He's got a World Series under his belt, All Star, MVP, and hockey fan. Yeah, as a Springer, so that they're going to talk some shop. And, yeah. No, you got to understand where these baseball players come from, man. They don't know what the they don't know what hockey is. Yeah. Holy, shut her down. Which one? Oh, yeah, that is a good movie. Yeah. No, that was an old school. Weren't they supposed to make like a sequel?
There's like things in it that were like very
Oh, probably. Well, and especially nowadays, I don't know
yeah, because
if you could make that type of shit.
It almost feel like
Almost, I don't know.
yeah.
There's a lot of different issues that cannot be used in those movies. um, but speaking on the Jays, a former Jay announced his retirement recently. Josh Donaldson, one of my favorite Jays of all time, and now announced his retirement. Like, oh, what a career he's had. An MVP, Josh JD, bro, announced his retirement. Studio audience, show some love to the great Josh Donaldson. I was there when he made the Donaldson Dash in 2016. Yes, glorious, dude. I love Donaldson. I had his jersey. Yeah, to send me to Toronto for the first time, and that's where I seen the Donaldson Dash, and my God, what a career! 13 years in the league, 2015 MVP, 2-time Silver Slugger, 3-time All-Star, 279 career home runs, and in that 2015 year where he won the MVP with us, yeah, yeah, he batted almost 300. He had 41 home runs, and he had a league leading 123 RBIs. Oh, JD, we're gonna miss you, man. Gonna miss you. Oh. Yeah. It was last year was with the Yankees, but I could see us maybe put him up in the Wall of Fame or whatever we have up there, the Ring of Fame or whatever they call it in Rogers Center downtown Toronto. I could see us honoring him because what a career he had, and yeah, he'll be missed. Another former Jay signed. I don't know if you heard. Remember Matt Chapman? He had a great year for us last year. Yeah, he signed with San Francisco for apparently less than what we were offering him because he was sitting on the table for a minute.
Yeah, this is recent.
Yes, this was recent. Well, yeah, we didn't re-sign him, so he didn't. I don't know. He didn't want to re-sign with us. He didn't want to take what we offered him. Apparently, but because he was sitting on for so long, I don't think it was that. I think he thought he could get more, but he never did. He wasn't able to. He waited too long. Maybe, I don't know. This is all speculation, dude. But yeah, it kind of sucks that he went to San Fran. Not that we play him that much, but he was a good player. Yeah, neither do I. But it just sucks for him that he had to take less. And obviously, like, I mean, we would have signed him for more. No, we only had him for like a year. Yeah. Year. Vigio. We drafted him, bro. But yeah, Chapman, obviously, he denied what we initially offered him, so he made other moves. So I'm sure he regrets not signing for with us again. But whatever, he's gone. But yeah, so a couple of just big news in the MLB that pertains to stuff that I care about. I mean, there's other news, there's other stuff going on, but yeah, Donaldson retirement, that was the big thing. Like, I was like, holy cow, like, what a career. Yeah. Do you know he started as a catcher in Oakland? Yeah, he started as a back catcher. Oh, probably.
You're seeing a back catcher, you're seeing the pitch more so straight on.
Yeah.
Than like an angle at the back.
Yeah. Oh, it does. Yeah, so he's retired. And, another retirement, but in a different sport. Jason Kelsey, the brother of Travis Kelsey, calls it a career. Retiring or retirement announcement? I didn't see the video. No. Yeah. Well, he's had an amazing career, man. He's 13 years in the league, a Super Bowl, 7-time Pro Bowler, and he's beloved, one of the best centers in football history, people say. And big, yes, yeah. And I actually watched. They have a documentary, the Kelsey Boys. I watched a little bit. They're super tight. And obviously, Travis Kelsey's in the stratosphere now because whoever he's dating, whatever her face is. Yeah. other NFL news here before we get to this week in sports history. Where are we at, Caleb? Caleb, wake up! My producer's sleeping over here. What the fuck? Throw the bat at him. Oh, did he? Yeah. Does she have that big of teeth? You'd do her though. Is that what her name is? I don't know. Let's not even get into that. She could be a clone. Look, you got R2 laughing over here too. I'm hoping was R2 in the shot. I never even looked. Yeah. Other big NFL news in this week in sports. Russell Wilson was released by the fucking Denver Broncos with still $85 million on his contract, so they're going to eat that up, and that's going to go into their salary cap. I think 45 this year. Yeah, left on his contract. It's two different sports. I know, for nothing, for nothing. So they release him because well, they got to pay him, and it goes against their cap, bro. Yeah. Well, here's why. Because in the 2 seasons that he's played with the Denver Broncos, they're 13 and 21 in those 2 years with them. Obviously, it didn't pan out the way he wanted it to. Russell Wilson's one of my favorite quarterbacks. He played for the Seattle Seahawks, and he was like amazing with the Seahawks. Super Bowl champion with them, 9-time Pro Bowler. He's 35 years old now, but he has over 43,000 passing yards. Well, someone's probably going to pick him up. But, I mean, he's 35, and his last 2 years, they've been shit. But I don't think it's completely his fault. He hasn't been playing at the caliber that he did with the Seahawks, but he's still Russell Wilson. So, what do you mean? Yeah. I mean, it's a completely different era, dog. And one's a quarterback and one's a running back. Oh my god! Sorry, my other intern wasn't available today. Yeah, finally, she was whining and shit. You can just see Denny's hair all up in this motherfucker. Yeah, for real. But before I have to dip off here because I got a game to call tonight. I did at the top. What do you want to know? I didn't want to make it all about me, but I guess it is my show. We're in the playoffs. 2 of the teams I call. Oh, Flow Hockey. If you fucking subscribe to that before you subscribe to this podcast, don't even bother. Because you have to pay for Flow Hockey. Actually, it's a paid subscription service. But you get like all the minor hockey. Yes, exactly. No, but there's 2 teams that I call, both in the playoffs. They're both facing each other tonight. So no matter what, one of them is going to the finals, and I'll be calling those games too. So that's awesome. Okay, well, I explained it to you earlier, but maybe you'll listen now. There's 3 junior Oilers teams. There's Team White, there's Team Orange, and there's Team Blue. Team White is the ladies. They've already advanced to provincials, so I won't be calling any more of their games. There's Team Orange and Team Blue. They're the guys, and Team Blue, they finished second in their division at the end of the regular season. So they got a bye in the first round. Yes, of course I said it. And then Team Orange, they played the first round because they finished third or fourth in the division. So they played the first round, and I called game one of their best of three last week, where they played the Fort Saskatchewan Rangers. It was the best call of my life, and they swept the Rangers 2-0. So they moved on and now they're playing Team Blue. So it's two Oilers teams playing each other, junior Oilers teams. Team Orange team versus Team Blue. Game one's tonight, and it's a best of three series. I'm calling, all three games this time now because all the games are being played at the same arena, Bill Hunter Arena. So, so I'll be calling, if it goes to three, I'll be calling all three games. But the point is, no matter what, no matter who wins, one of the junior Oilers are going to move to the finals. So I'll be calling the finals games at the Bill Hunter. Yes. So no matter what, one of those teams that I'll be calling is moving on. Well, it's a win-win for me. Yeah, well, because it's Orange is facing Blue, and I announced both of them. Yeah. So no matter which team moves on, I'll be announcing the finals. Yeah. So I'm excited for that. And that kind of leads into this week in sports history. What was it? Yesterday. So it would have been March 5th, 2023. 1 year ago, I actually called my first playoff games. It was back-to-back. It was the Northern Alberta Tomahawks, Enoch Tomahawks, that I announced my first playoff games. What are you doing? We have background noise now? Background tunes. The Tomahawks, they made the playoffs last year. That was my first year of doing play-by-play in hockey. No, they didn't. Shut your mouth, dude. Let me finish my story before you interrupt with falseries. That wasn't a question. No, a year ago, I announced my first playoff games, and they were actually at that point the best calls of my life. And ironically, 1 year later, I'm doing my next. Only a year. Better calls. Yeah, last playoff game. Yes, it was fucking awesome. So I'm excited to do that tonight. Yeah, Flow Hockey. You gotta go to Flow Hockey and watch it. Yeah, it's. Well, you go to. I don't know. It's an app. Yeah, and it's like a subscription service, Flow Hockey, and they have like all the minor league games on there. And hey, they're not sponsoring this shit. But yeah, this week in sports history. Last year I was doing Tomahawks playoffs. This year I'm doing Junior Oilers playoffs. And in a year, I've done play-by-play hockey for 3 different organizations. So I feel super blessed in that regard. Yes. Let me see if I can do it with this. No, I don't think I can. Let me see. There we go. I did it. Nice. But yeah, I got to go get ready. What time we got here? Yeah. Oh shit, I do got to get ready. Got to get ready for tonight's game. Thanks for watching. We're gonna do another one, not in a fucking month this time. No, fuck that. Well, because there'll probably be a lot more moves for the Oilers, because the trade deadline's in a couple days. So we'll have like maybe another move or something. Hopefully, yeah, maybe. Hopefully. I think Picard needs some more reps. So put Picard in more. And Stu needs some rest. So that's my take on that. But thanks for watching. And until next time, adios.